Good morning, y'all. My name is Frank. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a blessed night last night. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. I'm on my way to Major's wrestling tournament. Um, I just did some dumb shit. I thought it. So there's two towns that have very similar names. I thought it was the one that's this way, and it's the one that's this way. Even though I had the GPS, I thought the GPS was wrong. So when I tell y'all that it's all about perspective, it's all about perspective. So I'm excited to go see Major compete. I love this. I'm not excited to be in that gym uh, with Rachel and her family, I'm sure. That I'm not. And it's not, I'm not anytime me and Rachel are around each other, she's always cordial. Um, as am I, but I just, or do I just don't like it. It don't feel good, right? Don't feel good. And a lot of people will message and be like, yo, you need to get over it, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, this is obviously somebody who doesn't have much experience in, like a marriage or a long-term relationship or something. And even people were saying, when I refer to the girls as my daughters, people were saying, you need to stop referring to them as your daughters, blah, 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 blah. They'll probably always be that, right? Yeah, they'll probably always be that. I raised them for, since 2013. I've raised them and looked at them like they were mine. So that's not something you just turn on and turn off. Unfortunately, it's not, you know. And here we go. Uh, you know, so it's not something you just turn on and turn off, right? It's just not. So hopefully we go to the tournament. Major has an awesome day. Win, lose, or draw. I just want him to have fun and learn how to compete. And then I think I'm gonna ask Rachel if I could get the kids and maybe put up the Christmas tree in the house, right? I would like to do that. And listen, I'm not a holidays person at all. But this year I'm gonna be. Somebody in the comments was like, "Yo, you need to make new traditions with your children. You need to make family traditions for you guys." And excuse me for not remembering who said it, but you're 100% right. That's my family. We don't really have no traditions. So I need to start some, right? If I'm trying to break curses that are generational curses, I should also try to start some blessings, right? I think I just should. So that's what hopefully we're going to be able to do. Uh, Yesterday was, oh man, I was just having a horrible, horrible fucking day. Horrible day. I don't know what triggers them, but it'll literally, and I think it's so Saturdays I'd come home. If there were fights on, sometimes I'd take a nap so I could stay up to watch the fights. And then sometimes we order wings, but that's what we would do. And it's hard for me. I'm such a creature of habit, right? So it's hard for me to I'm wondering, I'm like, damn, have the kids had wings lately? Stuff like that. And obviously I know they're being taken care of. But it's just like, all right, have they had wings lately? Little stuff like that. This sucks. This sucks. And furthermore, it's like, yeah, it's like you planned your whole life with somebody who you now realize wasn't planning their life with you, right? And it just so happens that that person, uh, you view them as your best friend and all that other stuff. And I've been trying to read up on this and, study up a little bit. And they say that, going through this is like literally like grieving a death. I would say it might even be a little harder, right? Might even be a little harder. Because this person's alive, right? This person's alive. It's a very, very, very hard thing to deal with. Listen, as this makes me respect marriages so much more, so much more. Like I take my hat off to people who have been married for years, and I'm talking 10, 15, 20 years, have been married all this time because they've crossed bridges that they didn't know how they were going to get to the other side, but they still found a way, right? And then you hear about those couples where they're like, man, we just had to get away from each other for a little while. It's, yeah, it truly makes me appreciate and respect marriages in a whole different light that I never, ever, ever, ever looked at or thought of, right? And sometimes we don't know that certain problems don't exist because they're not in our world, in our bubble. You know what I mean? Like I always say that the person, the CEO of the business doesn't know what's going on in the mailroom. He doesn't know that, in order to get the faucet in the bathroom to stop leaking, you have to turn it a certain way. He doesn't know that. And it's not really his fault that he don't know that. That's just not in his bubble. The same way the people in the mailroom don't know, that the hot water comes out too hot upstairs. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, man. And I think, like, I'm here and I'm thinking about, all right, how about 3 or 4 years down the road when I look back on this and speak to people about this and tell them, look, that was the hardest time of my life, but I found the way to get through it, and God helped me to get through it. And now I'm grateful because I have a different perspective and I have a different appreciation. I have a different respect, a different love for so much that I think we as people tend to take for granted, man. Don't take anything for granted. If you're watching this and you're arguing with a family member, or maybe you're being stubborn, or even they're being stubborn, go and tell them you love them. Nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing. Nothing, man. And just like that, you can have the rug ripped out from under you, right? Just like that, I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. And this shit Listen, I've been telling people all the time where I can see how people that are going through divorces end up losing their mind and just fucking going crazy, killing themselves. They just go nuts. I can see it, man. I can see it. I'm telling you, I can see it. This ain't for the weak. This ain't for the faint of heart. I promise you that. Unless maybe you're just, I don't know. Unless you're just one of those people that, I don't know. For me, I wear my heart on my shoulder. You know how I feel about you, right? You know. Is that good all the time? No. But you know. So, about to go in here to this gym. And this sucks because we have, so all the parents of the team, we usually sit together, right? And now I gotta like sit somewhere else. And it's not anybody telling me I have to sit anywhere else. But for right now, I just don't wanna, I don't want to sit where I can hear Rachel's voice or hear her family's voice or, you know, anything like that. It's just not a good feeling, right? It sucks when, you know, people that you think are your family, they, I don't know, you know, it's just weird. It's just weird to me. This shit is weird. It's so fucking weird, but it's the way it is, right? Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for allowing me to have this space where I can do this. Because man, if not, I don't even know. Well, it wouldn't be good. I know that. This is really the only place that I come and I can vent and speak freely, right? Yeah, wouldn't be good. So I'm grateful. I thank you guys. I hope everybody has a blessed week. Remember to be kind, loving, and patient. Because at some point in your life, somebody was kind, loving, and patient with you. Right? It's the most important thing in the world. Have a great day, y'all. Gotta give 'em some rich